Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Camille, and welcome to Talkin' Makeup. Tonight I'm going to talk about MAC brush numbers, MAC brushes. I don't know how many of you have ever been to the MAC counter and you ready to buy stuff and you go, okay, I want to buy some brushes. What did you use on me? And they like start rambling off all these numbers. Oh, I used a 217, a 239, a 187, a 150. Really? What is that? When I first started working there, I didn't know the numbers. I was like, alright, you guys are going to have to talk to me different. Just at least for a couple of days till I get the hang of this. I mean, it goes pretty fast. You get the idea of it real quick. But at first, when people are talking to you and you're loading up your brush belt and they're like, grab more 217s and 252s and 242s and you're going to need a 187 and 160. What? I found out a way to break it down real easy. So if you want to go to the MAC counter and you want to look at your face brushes or eye brushes or lip brushes, they have it broken down in a very simple format. You don't really realize it because when someone's rambling off brush numbers to you, you're just kind of like, You can be in a whirlwind when you're at the MAC counter anyway. So if someone starts talking to you like that, oh, okay, did you mean like you want a 217, a 222, or a 252? Or did you like the 239? And as far as your blush brush goes, did you want a 129 short handle or just a 129? For your powder brush, we have a 150, or you could use the 187 because you can use that for foundation too, or the 188, which is a smaller 187. It's up to you. You're just like, okay, just give it to me, or you don't get anything because you're completely confused. This might help a little bit, or if you're interested in learning them, so when you go, you can know what someone's talking about. Like if they show you, oh, would you like to see a 187 or a 150? You're going to know that's a face brush that they're bringing out for you. Or you know, I'd like to see eyeshadow brushes or an eyeshadow brush. And they bring out something in the 200s, and you're going to know that it's an eyeshadow brush. So let me explain. Okay, face brushes, like this one right here. This is the 150. This is like a big fluffy powder brush. I love this. It is so beautiful. Okay, so that's a 150. Then another face brush, which doesn't have the number on it anymore. Right, it's the little stippling brush, 180 something or other, 188. Yes, I think it's the 188. They're all face brushes, and blush brushes are all 100s. Then we have the infamous 217. Here we go, right here. Mine's dyed pink. It's a long story, but it won't come out. I used cleanse off oil, but anyway, these are all 200s. Okay, now this is a 200 brush. This one's a little bit confusing, 252, because I use this for eyeshadow and for concealer. This is a really multi-purpose brush. So this one is actually for eyeshadow. It's used for placing eyeshadow, but it's a 200, so you'll know. And then the 300s are all your lip brushes. Now, the one thing about MAC that I love, 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 they don't believe that any brush is for any certain thing. I use a lip brush as an eyeliner brush. It's a lip lining brush, actually. And I use it as an eyeliner brush. Like, no one ever looks at you funny like, you're not supposed to do that. No, it's fine. You can use any brush for whatever you want. If you use an eyeshadow, I use eyeshadow brushes for concealer, for concealing small spots. It helps give it a real airbrush look. So these are all little things about the MAC counter that about the brushes anyway, the brush system, that might help you a little bit better understand. Like if you're in the middle of a makeover or you're trying to do your checkout and you don't know exactly what's happening. So remember, 100s are face, 200s for eyes, 300s for lips, and you should be okay. I just know that I was so confused the first time that happened to me that I was like, wow. And you talk to customers like that. Okay. Alright, it's just something that you might want to keep in mind when you're at the counter, and it might make things a little bit easier. I hope you guys like this, and if you guys have any funny stories about people just talking, you know, makeup terminology to you that they know, that they think everybody else knows, and you don't, and you're just completely lost. I'd love to hear those stories. If anybody has any questions for me about MAC brushes, any questions whatsoever, I'd love to hear them. Just go over to the little yellow button and hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But don't forget to rate either, okay? Thank you so much. Good night.